social media today is the library of tomorrow. So everything that every one of us is putting out there would always be referenced. We are seeing people get thrown out from elections because of what they posted many years ago. Once you put that into perspective, and you know, whatever I'm putting out there today, will I come back and see this and say, oh yes, you did well.
Okay, guys, welcome. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is Wisdom Connect, a platform where we discuss about real life issues, always taking it back to our guiding principle. On this platform, we're very intentional on becoming the best version of ourselves. So we'd love you to join us, join this journey. It's a complete no critic zone. It's all about love. Yeah, you see us here. We're all, we're all in love with each other. You know what I mean? So, but this has been a journey for quite some time, and we're so excited to have a video podcast beyond what we used to do. So if you've not joined us yet, we look forward to you joining us, and maybe you'll be with us here sometime in the studio. We never know. So thank you so much for coming in. I know friends will tell me I'm fasting from Instagram. No jokes. They just go off for a couple of weeks, couple of days, because they need it. If you can't do it because of your business, please, I don't say you should go and leave your business.
I think everyone should.
Because,
there was a time before exams, I don't just disable them, I actually delete all of them.
So there are times I think it's okay to just take a break. So if it's affecting, if like I always say, yourself. Like, forget all this, our nice way of just talking. You know yourself, right? And so you know what works for you. If you're going to be honest with yourself and tell yourself that, this thing really, really is not helping me, right? Then you can take a break. Sometimes just relax and detox yourself. Like, I don't want to go out and then I'm on my phone. I want to have fun. I want to experience the people I'm with.
That's another topic. Let's not go there.
Because that's something that social media actually does for us. And then you're out and then you're scrolling through your phone and you're wondering, are you out for your
concert,
phone,
you're watching an artist, and then you are not even leaving the moment. You're holding your phone, trying to capture, like, enjoy the moment.
Okay,
I don't get it.
No,
I don't get it.
To that.
Like, enjoy the moment.
She's not agreeing to capture. But I hear you. I feel like capturing. It's two ways thing. Actually, you might want to really just enjoy.
But also capturing, for me now that I'm not so much of an extroverted person, you don't expect that I'll go to a concert and I'm dancing like other people or singing along loudly like other people. So I'd rather just have my phone and make videos and go back home. Like, I remember yesterday I was rewatching a concert I went for in December.
Right.
This is 6 months ago, and I was just laughing in my room. My mom was wondering that.
Reliving the experience again.
Yeah, and I was reliving the experience, and remembering everything that happened on that day. So I personally, different strokes for different folks. So personally, I feel like
capturing is fine, but maybe not scrolling through social media.
Exactly,
not scrolling through, not like being there and then you're just scrolling through.
And not find the midway. You can find the balance. So you're there, spend some time capturing, and then actually be there.
Yeah. I agree. I was going to talk about us reclaiming our identity and our pace, but I think we've mentioned a couple of things that we can do. Or do you have something you want to say? How you can reclaim your identity, regardless of what you see on social media? I think we've mentioned a couple. But if you wanted to say anything, we can just add that. Now, guys, what's one thing you like to change about how you see social media or how you use social media?
So, for other Android users, there's this. No,
what
wait.
Do you mean
I'm
by
being
Android
specific.
Please, I feel attacked.
No bias.
Because I only use Android. iPhone, you can come for a sponsorship.
So there's this app that lets you know how much time you spent on your device on a weekly basis.
Right.
So you can open it and then see, okay, I've spent XYZ time on this app, and it increases or decreases. And then, once a week, you can just check it and you can see how much time you're spending. And based on where you're spending your time, you know if it's being productive or not.
No, I agree.
So I think that's something that everyone should
Samsung has that, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, Samsung has that. I'm a big fan
I can
of
only speak for Android users. I can't.
But yeah, I agree. I think so, because Samsung actually does that for you, where it can tell you what you've used most of your data, most of your time on. So yeah, I agree. So,
I think it's probably just to take back up the timer thing.
Yeah.
Of course, I know that
you can add plus 5 minutes
and plus 10 minutes.
But try to be more disciplined to say, you know what, I won't add.
Yeah. And I feel like another thing that I do basically is work can be stressful sometimes, and when I get back, I just want to just relax.
Right.
And because I'm so introverted, it's just my space and my phone. and then you see me on TikTok and I'm scrolling, and before you know it, 1 hour, 2 hours. So I think one thing that I can do is just to reduce that time, even if it's not totally bad. I mean, I'm trying to relax, but yeah.
Great, I like that.
You see, the way these social media apps are designed, they are designed to get you glued on that stuff. They really do not want you to leave social
TikTok is like a casino. You can't before you can find your way
I
out.
still cannot navigate that app. I'm sorry, like
They don't want you to leave. Once you're in there, they want you to stay
I
there.
cannot navigate that app.
They want you. Yeah, that's why would you leave? Because that's how they make money. So they really want you to be there. You get, and maybe we need some statistics of how that has made the impact it's having on this generation's productivity. Maybe we need to, yes, it's having on especially at work. You get, because because people tend to for you to be productive and creative requires time. You understand?
Right.
It requires concentration, require what we call deep works. A lot of people are not doing deep works today because they are so addicted to social. They can't do without every 10, I don't know, but you need to find out on average how long it takes before you're back on social media. For some people, it's every hour. They have to check if there's something is there or something.
What's new?
And
Exactly.
sometimes maybe when you post something back to the likes and engagement, you're expecting.
Nobody has engaged.
So I won't even like do that recently,
Yeah,
right? So
notifications
there's this
are
lady, really amazing lady that's handling my TikTok, and then she had to open the TikTok on my phone as well. I don't have TikTok before now. I feel like I'm old. I can't even lie. I know I look young, but I feel like old. I'm old.
You're an old soul.
So I've been trying to navigate this TikTok and all, but then when she opens, I said, see views, in how many days, in how many minutes, like, see views, see likes. So yes, that made me open TikTok a little bit more than I ever did. Like, I'm sure I didn't even know
So
that.
I know of some
existed.
offices and some. Okay, for example, there's a particular school. It's really close to where we are. The moment you are stepping in, there's a locker. You're putting your phones in there. You're not going to. If there's
but
any,
what could be boring?
if there's any, if there's any emergency, all the family members know to call the reception.
Oh, interesting.
But the moment you're coming in, you're putting your phones in there, and then you're
feel
going.
like that's really
when you're
interesting.
done, you come back, you get your
That's like a
stuff.
good thing to do in organizations.
course,
Especially
of
organizations
course.
that has to do with maybe numbers, money. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have to be very attentive. I think so. I think I agree. I think it happened in banks. Some banks don't let you use your phones.
Some.
You don't do that because that's work time you get. You have to work.
Oh no, you're saying
no,
it
no,
because
no.
this you're
It
saying it as
depends,
a
though.
nice person.
No.
But you see, creativity requires you to stay focused in that and come up with unique ideas. So one of the things that it does is this. Check it out. Whenever you say, "Oh, let me quickly check something online," just check how long it will take you to come back to that.
Sometimes,
stuff.
you know the funny thing? Sometimes the thing that took you to that place to check in the first place,
You forgot.
you never.
You see that?
You will remember.
Why did I even come here in the first place?
Wait, I want to check something. What?
And you start trying to retrace your steps.
You see,
Yeah,
you see that. So before you can come back to that, even if you still know what took you to that place, before you can still come back to
You've lost a lot
that
of time.
flow, you understand that flow where you are doing deep works. You get. So it cost us a lot, to be honest with
right.
you. It cost us a lot. So we need to find a way to be disciplined with that. We need to
Interesting.
find a way to be, especially it's not staying online because I think I was looking at that. I said it's not about just online. You could stay online, of course, doing Zoom meetings and all, but social media. Don't forget, that's what we're talking about. Social media, and especially when you have your notifications on, TikTok.
Put it off, guys. Put it off. I will tell you.
Instagram and all that. And
Yeah.
at the moment you see
I
that
agree.
notification that somebody sent to you on
Right.
WhatsApp and all that.
Yeah.
So those things are actually
I
they are
agree.
stealing our time.
I agree. So one last thing. What would you tell? Okay, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead
but
quickly.
yes, event. So sometimes people have creative blocks, and social media is like a great way to just defrost and get creative again. So I work
Right.
in a creative agency, and
Mhm.
most of the time you're in the office, there's so much noise. People are playing music because if it's quiet, they'll tell you that they just
They can't function.
I don't think
Yeah.
if you're in a space with creative people, it can't be quiet. There's always something that they have to be playing. Either they're on Instagram or they are playing music on YouTube. They are watching something just to get their creative juices flowing. So I agree with you that you have to be disciplined.
So
But I must also add that for some creatives, that is a very, 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 very essential tool for their creative juices to flow. Basically.
Interesting. Okay, so guys, we need to end this conversation. But before we go, I want us to say something like, what's that one thing you tell your younger self about social media? Like, imagine you were going to go back in time and you knew about social media now, right? When we were growing up, there was no social media. I remember when Facebook came on board, or I joined Facebook in my SS3, right? So, but like, so what would you tell your younger self about social media if you had to do that?
use social media wisely.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Use social media.
Would you want to give yourself context?
Yes, the context is this: by saying using social media wisely, use it as a tool to amplify your voice.
Right.
You get.
Right.
Use it as a tool to build like community.
Right. Right.
You get. Join the like communities, and use it as a tool to create that, how do I put this now? Use it as a tool to create the thing you feel, to create yourself. You get, in the space that will leave in a way that will leave a legacy.
Right. I like
You
that.
get.
I like that. So
So
use
these
social
are the
media wisely and
So
leave a
this is the
legacy.
thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is the thing I'll
Laolu,
tell-
what would
yeah.
you tell your younger self?
My younger self. So I'd say I have a tweet out there. I kind of reference the fact that social media today is the library of tomorrow.
Right.
Right. So everything that every one of us is putting out there would always be referenced. You are seeing people get thrown out of maybe some elections or
True.
different things because of
Because
what
of
they
what
posted many years
True.
ago.
Their
Sure.
digital
So,
footprints.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So once
yeah.
you put that once you put that into perspective, and whatever I'm putting out there today, 5 years from now, will I come back and see this and say, "Oh yes, you did well"?
Exactly.
So just putting that into perspective and being mindful of the content we're sharing with the world.
Interesting. I really like what you just said, because I remember seeing a post I made on Facebook. I told you Facebook was like what when I just finished SS3, and I remember writing what my mom would always say to me: "What is worth doing is worth doing well," right? And imagine me seeing that years after, and I'm just really excited that I could even write. I wasn't writing crazy things. Funny thing, right? I met someone, and then his mom is in the past, and his mom is social media savvy. And she had gone to check on my posts. And I was like, imagine if I was that kind of person that was just, the mom was like,
He will judge you. This one is not releasing. You don't judge. She will judge you straight up.
No. I'm like, I didn't even know she was savvy. Like, it's like, mommy has gone to check.
And some of you be disgracing your village. You don't have people following you, your parents, your family friends following you on Twitter saying you don't know what God has done for you.
I know, right? So I think what you said is really profound about, what you put there, because it's indeed a library, right? And to just always be like, years from now, be proud and say, you know what? Yeah, I wasn't perfect, but I did great. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like that. So yes, Debbie, what would you tell your younger self? Not that you're very old, but what would you tell your younger self?
Okay, so to my younger self, I would basically just say that the internet or social media never forgives or forgets.
True.
So, like Laolu said, be mindful of what you post and the things you say. Before you click that send button, read it, check it, rewatch it
Right.
over and over, and once it goes out, there's no turning back.
Right. But now we can edit, thank God. But then
Yeah,
there's
you
no turning
can.
back.
But if you
People take
post a video,
screenshots.
exactly. If you post a video,
Yeah.
people take screenshots, people share, people save, people download.
True.
So be very careful, be very, very mindful. And also people are watching, so don't get discouraged
I
when
agree.
you
I agree.
don't see a lot of engagement.
Exactly. You might not see a lot of engagement. I like
A lot
that.
of
I
engagement.
think I would say to myself, take advantage of social media.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I don't think there's so much to say to that, but take advantage. And when I say advantage, of course, take advantage of the good sides of social media, what it can do for you, what it can do to build your brand. You know what I mean? What it can do to amplify your voice. Like, take advantage of the platform. Because I think that it's not a curse, it's a blessing. It's more like how we use it. It's dependent on how we use it. So how do you want
It's
to use
neither
it?
good nor bad.
Exactly. So it's how you want to use it. It's just the same way people talk about AI, but that's a different one entirely. I think we should have a conversation. 2 hours.
That's AI.
Let's discuss AI. You know what I mean? But I think really is depending on how. So be intentional to use it right and take advantage of it, because there's so much in store. There's so much you can achieve. You know what I mean? There's so much. People are getting paid beyond the money, but people are getting paid. You know what I mean? From just dancing and just
It is just see the social media
funny.
is just an extension of you.
right.
You get
right.
this is you. Is an extension of you.
Right.
It's your way of reaching out. It's just a platform
right.
you get to
Amazing.
amplify your voice.
Anyways, guys, it has been an amazing conversation. And guys, please drum rolls. This was the first one. And it felt like it was really good. What do you think? Right? Like, come on. I really enjoyed the conversation. And I do hope that you that is watching, you also enjoyed it. And I hope that you've taken one or two and understand that the goal is not to disconnect from the world, but to be connected to ourselves, right? And being able to amplify yourself and use the platform as much as you can. So if there's anything that you've noticed that we've said that has been a disadvantage to you using this platform, I want to say to you, this is the time for you to make that change now. Don't worry, it's not too late. You might have seen this maybe 5 years after we did this, but that's okay. It's not too late. Change now and try to use it for your own benefit, because you are the only person that writes your story, right? So no one else can write it for you. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here. And then thank you for
Rosemary.
being a part of the first session. Of course, we'll have more sessions by the grace of God going forward. But yes, thank you so much. And for you guys, our viewers, if you have topics you want us to talk about, please just put that down in the comments and let's just know what you want us to talk about, and then we'll talk about it, and then of course maybe invite you to the studio. God bless you guys, and bye.
Bye.
If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to our platform. It's just right here. Just click the subscribe button here, and then put on your notification post so that you can get a notification every time we post a new episode, because we're going to keep posting. We are serious here. We're here for business. So yes, please, thank you so much for following, liking, and subscribing in advance. God bless you.